Shalom. Viral TikTok video of engaged college white women sparks debate about black women and marriage. A viral TikTok video of white female college graduates showing off their engagement rings as they wait to receive their degrees has resurfaced. Polarized conversations about black women who are 53% less likely to marry a well-educated man than their white counterparts, according to a New Insider report. Angerica Bean, the assistant director of Howard University Center for Women, Gender, and Global Leadership, was one person who chimed in the conversation, stating that for black women attending college, we were really striving to level the playing field or become economically stable. Okay, that is competing for positions in corporate America. That's what she wants to do. That's the goal. She told the publication, our goal, now watch this goal, our goal is to secure a career. That's strike one. And in turn, secure our families. That's strike two. Okay, securing a spouse isn't the ultimate agenda. That's strike three. Okay, that doesn't mean we aren't interested in it. In what? Okay, but it isn't the reason we are choosing to further our education and said at said institution. Now, this is a modern day woman right here. She has the tone of a modern day woman that is not a wife. She wasn't raised to be a wife. Now, she's going to secure a family after she secures a career, but that word family to modern day black woman means single motherhood. More than likely, 53% are less likely to even marry, okay, let alone marry a well-educated man, because there's plenty of well-educated men out here, okay. When black women are in competition with the modern-day black men, that's why they're less likely to get married, because they're in competition. She says that her goal is to secure a career. Their ultimate goal is not to secure a spouse. So they believe that they can decide to be a wife after they were not raised to be wives. If they were raised to be wives, they'll be doing what these so-called heathens are doing, and these heathen white women are doing, and going ahead and securing a husband while they're securing education. Okay, the modern day black woman, she has this babble, and it's becoming a nuisance, and it's becoming a pathetic excuse for why she can't secure marriage. Okay, because she wants to secure her education and secure the bag. She's not being raised to be a wife. Okay, she's being raised to be a single mother. All right, now let's go into some scripture. This is 1 Corinthians 11:11. Nevertheless, in the Lord, woman is not independent of man, nor is man independent of woman. Okay, and that's what these modern day women are doing when they want to be, they want to so-called level the playing field. They're going after independence. They want to be independent, and then they want to decide to be married when they decide that they want to be married. But that's not going to happen for modern day black women. You can't decide when you want to be married. If you were not raised to be a wife, you're gonna cancel yourself out. Once a man sits down and talks to you, he's going to get a good feel for your spirit. He's going to realize you're not fit to be a wife. You're fit to be a single mother. All right, that's what most of these modern day black women are ending up being is single mothers. So men, guard your sperm and be warned about these types of articles, okay, that point out the modern day woman's intentions. Her intentions are not to secure a husband or to secure the livelihood that can benefit her husband and a family. All right. The punishment that was given to the modern day black woman, according to the scripture, was that let's get into it. 16, and unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over you. Now, this is the punishment for the modern day black woman, that she shall desire her husband. Why is that a punishment? Because the modern day black woman, she wants to be independent of her husband. She wants to make decisions and makes decisions for the children, and make decisions without his consent or without his permission. But there's ways around that for men to obtain their power in so-called modern day Babylon, spiritual Babylon. And unto the woman Esau will greatly multiply thy sorrows and thy conception, and sorrows shall thou shalt bring forth children, meaning birth pains, contractions, because of her disobedience. And thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over you. He shall rule over you. Why is that a problem? That's a problem for these women who wants to be superior. Okay, that's the problem. That's the problem. The modern day black woman does not naturally submit. She puts a price tag on submission. Meanwhile, the black woman, the so-called black man, has a natural authority over the woman. There is no price that you can pay for a black man to be superior over a woman. We're naturally superior over women. Modern day black women believe they're smarter than modern day black men just because they have an education from a so-called white man's school systems. That doesn't make you smarter, and you never outgrow your followership as a black woman. Okay, as the help. Okay, the modern day black woman is still the help. Her job, her problem is she doesn't want to be a wife. She doesn't want to serve that portion of her purpose. And in order for her to be with a man, she's going to have to be the wife. Okay, or she's going to fall under one of these other statuses of securing a spouse. Okay, according to the law. Okay. 1 Corinthians, it states that for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. So there will be no the 50% women that are less likely to even marry, let alone less likely to marry an educated man. There's plenty of educated brothers out here. The problem is the women are not in control over the standard of marriage. It's the man. Okay. For this cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angels. Okay, so being covered. Okay, so these women don't want to be covered. That's what that is. Okay. Just wanted to highlight this article that points that out. Okay. Our goal is to secure a career and in turn secure our families. That's not going to work because you sound like a man. Sound like you in a position to receive everything. You're not in a position to give anything. You know what I'm saying? The woman, the modern day black woman, she equates getting an education and having money, having her own money with being superior. She thinks money is what makes a man superior over her. She thinks finances, man-made money, is what makes the man superior over her. We're naturally superior. The modern day black woman just can't accept that. She has a deep-seated hatred for being a wife, a deep-seated hatred for being submissive. Okay, that's why they talk like this. These women got to put their penises away because they believe that they can go get education, and just because they obtained an education, they are considered superior over the man. Men, guard your sperm and be aware of the mindset of the modern day black woman. Because of her, she thinks she's superior just because she has an education. She equates having her own money with being superior. She's not trying to secure a husband. She's trying to secure a position of power. Okay, so she can tell you when she don't want to be with you, so she can make decisions with your child without your consent or your permissions. Never said we don't want our women to have education, but an education doesn't make you superior. So meanwhile, the heathens are showing off their engagement rings, letting you know that I secured the education while I secured a husband. But these modern day black women, they think securing education makes them superior. They think they're going to be able to go to school, graduate, and then decide when they want to get married, and decide when they want to be submissive, and decide when they want to be feminine. Okay? So these modern day black women, they prefer to be single mothers over being wives. There's no need in marrying a woman if you're not having children, and there's no need in marrying a woman if she's not a wife. Most of these women want the marriage, but they weren't raised to be wives. There's going to be a lot of single women out here in modern day Babylon, but when you come to trying to strive for the kingdom of heaven, you're going to have to come back as a wife, and you're going to be saved through childbearing. Okay, let's get that. You're going to be saved through childbearing. Okay. Okay, what is that for? 1 Timothy 2 and 6, was it 2 and 15? Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing. Okay, and Adam was not, for Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness and with sobriety. The woman is in transgression, thinking she's independent. Okay? And that's what the serpent told her, that you shall be as God, you shall be as a God. Okay? Okay? And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. You're not going to be in a casket dead. Okay? For God does know that in that day you eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened. No, you're gonna eat. You're gonna take what that damn Canaanite is teaching you, and you're gonna get cut off from the Most High. That's what's gonna happen to you. So that's what happened to her. Okay. So he promised her that she shall be as gods. Okay. That's the That's the deal that the modern day black woman keeps making with the heathen, with the enemy. She keeps making this deal, thinking she can go uncovered and hide behind these opportunities that the enemy gives her to be a god, to be independent of her man, to be independent of her husband, to be independent of being a wife. That's what these women are doing. Okay? So I hope this has been edifying to those that are, subscribed and aware of the single motherhood failures of the communities. Okay? If you look around and you see this, hopefully this is edifying for you to understand more why modern day women are less likely to be married. Just being married, period. 53% of women are just less likely to be married. Black women are less likely to be married, period. Because they're not under the value systems of the Most High. Okay? They won't come back as wives. They want to come back as independent women. So they keep bringing forth children that are just from effing around. Bringing forth children without husbands, bringing forth children without fathers, bringing forth children without marriage. Okay? You look around and you wonder why. It's because women choose to do these things. They choose to not be held accountable for not keeping their own portions of their heritage. That's what it is. So a lot more gangbangers, a lot more thugs, a lot more killings, a lot more women's children getting gunned down. Okay? Job 14 and 1 lets you know that the children of women are weak and they have a short life. Okay? So this is them. Okay? Man that is born of a woman is a few days and full of trouble. Okay? So with an exception to the fathers that are deceased, with an exception to the widows, the rest of you women, black women, so-called black women that are bringing forth children without husbands because you got a degree and you think that you can secure a family, which is just a single mother with children. That's all it is. That's what she means right here. Securing our families. Single mothers with children without fathers, without husbands. That's what she's talking about right here. There's no way that she's going to get married with this type of mentality of going to get an education separate from going to get a husband, and thinking that you don't have to support your husband, or you don't have to contribute to your relationship by going to get an education. That's exactly what the education should be. The purpose of the education should be for. Securing the education, securing your family, securing your husband. That's what this is about. They didn't say nothing about marriage. She said she could go. Our goal is secure a family. Our goal is to secure a career, and in turn secure our families, not marriage. Single motherhood. That's what she's talking about. That's why in her next sentence she says securing a spouse isn't the ultimate agenda for us, because these women can pay for sperm. Just like the woman that was on the Breakfast Club claiming she just needs a sperm donor, she doesn't need a husband. That's what this is. Psychobabble. Men, guard your sperm and pay more close attention to the mindset and mentality of the modern day women, especially the modern day black woman, because she is the only one that strives and goes out her way to be a single mother. And she's proud too. These women are not upset because they're bringing forth children with a disadvantage of not having a family, not having a father in the household, and their mother's not married. She's just bringing forth children from effing around. So I wanted to point this out because this is babble. This is independent women babble, okay? These women are the failures of the black community, the so-called black community. Single mothers are the failures of the so-called black community because your independence has been highlighted. Shalom.